Hey guys, it's Keelan Webster here, the owner of Electric Fat Bike Company, and today we have the front tire removal video. And this is going to work for every model but the tricycle. And the trikes have the front motor, so the removal for the trikes will be the same as the rear tire removal video for the bikes. So this is a lot easier than that rear tire removal video. There is no motor plug to detach or no zip tie to cut. You simply are just going to take the bolts off or loosen them, and you're going to pop it right out. So it's lefty-loosey. I have a 15mm wrench, and we are going to crank that down all the way, and it is helpful if you remove this. So you'll just want to make sure that you keep the bolt and you keep the washer in a nice safe spot. This can be a bit of a pain to grab, and then that pops off. So we're gonna jump to the other side. I'm gonna pop that off as well. And this will slide right off. All right guys, so now that we have those two bolts pulled off, this tire should just slide right out. And then that is it. Now, it is the same idea with the back. You have a brake caliper. When you have this tire off, this is a good time to give this a wipe, take the pads off, give the pads a sand, give everything inside here a good wipe. And yeah, it's just always a good time to do it all at once. When you have the tire off, you can also clean the disc as well, really quite easy, because it's not on the bike there, and it's not in the brake pad, so you can really get around the whole thing and clean it. So when we pop this thing back on, we need to just guide it into the caliper. So you do have to watch the router, and then once the disc rotor is in the caliper, it will pop right into the tire trays. And then from there, we want to put our bolts back on. This will be for the install. I will note that the washers on one side have lines. Those lines go towards the outside. So you put that washer on, lines out. You can also use blue Loctite at this time to keep these bolts nice and snug. And you just slide them back on. Now, one of the things that I like to do is really watch the bolt here and make sure that it stays all the way down. If it were flipped right side up, it'd be all the way up, but you want it to sit in the slot in the center. So when you tighten it, you'll want to go back and forth just a few times. If you tighten this side too much at first, you can pull up the other side, and then you end up with a slightly slanted wheel. So tighten this snug, jump over to the other side, tighten that side snug, and then re-tighten up maybe 2 or 3 times, almost as hard as you can, with about a blue Loctite if you have it. So that is the removal and the installation of the front tire. And let me know if you guys have any questions, and have a good one.